Welcome to the Silent Mind. Today we explore a quiet pattern visible across classrooms, workplaces, friendships, and leadership spaces. The tendency of intelligent individuals to remain silent even when they have something meaningful to say. At first glance, silence is often misunderstood. In social settings, speaking is commonly associated with confidence and knowledge. Those who talk more are often perceived as more engaged or capable. Yet, observation reveals a different reality. Many thoughtful individuals speak selectively rather than frequently. To understand this behavior, we must reconsider what intelligence looks like in everyday life. Intelligence is not only the ability to produce answers, it is also the capacity to process complexity, recognize nuance, and tolerate uncertainty. These internal processes rarely demand immediate expression. They unfold quietly beneath the surface. One reason intelligent individuals stay silent is cognitive depth. When processing information, they often explore multiple perspectives at once. A simple conversation can trigger internal questions. Is this accurate? What assumptions exist here? How might others interpret this differently? While others respond quickly, the thoughtful mind continues analyzing. By the time a conclusion forms, the conversation may have moved forward. Silence, therefore, becomes a natural outcome of deep processing rather than social withdrawal. It reflects an internal dialogue unfolding beyond visible conversation. Awareness of complexity also plays a role. The more someone understands a subject, the more they recognize its gray areas. Simple answers feel incomplete. Overconfident statements feel uncomfortable. Instead of speaking with partial certainty, intelligent individuals may choose restraint. Their silence protects accuracy. This pattern is often mistaken for hesitation. In reality, it reflects intellectual honesty, the willingness to acknowledge uncertainty rather than perform certainty. Observation further strengthens this behavior. Intelligent individuals frequently prioritize listening. Listening reveals tone, emotional context, and unspoken dynamics. Speech interrupts information flow. Silence allows patterns to emerge. Within group settings, this observational stance creates powerful awareness. They notice who dominates discussion, who seeks approval, who reacts emotionally. Such awareness informs responses when they do speak. Energy management offers another explanation. Conversation requires cognitive and emotional expenditure. Small talk or repetitive debates may feel draining rather than stimulating. Intelligent individuals often conserve energy for meaningful exchanges. Silence becomes selective engagement rather than disengagement. Social dynamics also influence communication choices. In many environments, speaking is tied to visibility and impression management. Intelligent individuals may feel less compelled by these signals. Their motivation centers on understanding rather than performance. When conversation becomes performative, silence can feel more authentic. Fear of misinterpretation contributes as well. Complex ideas are difficult to compress into casual conversation. Nuanced thoughts can easily be simplified or misunderstood. Rather than risk distortion, some individuals choose to speak when clarity is possible. They value being understood over simply being heard. Emotional intelligence adds another layer. Thoughtful individuals often sense emotional undercurrents within conversations. They recognize when disagreement may escalate tension. Silence becomes a subtle tool for emotional regulation. By not reacting immediately, they create space for interaction to stabilize. There is also comfort with internal worlds. Many intelligent individuals experience rich landscapes of reflection and imagination. Conversation competes with these internal processes. Silence allows continued engagement with thoughts that feel meaningful. In this sense, silence is not emptiness but activity. Cultural narratives sometimes misrepresent this pattern. Society often celebrates charisma and verbal dominance. Quiet intelligence receives less visible recognition. As a result, silent individuals may be underestimated despite significant insight. Risk awareness further shapes communication. Speaking introduces potential social consequences. Ideas may be challenged or misunderstood. Intelligent individuals often evaluate these outcomes mentally before speaking. If perceived benefit is low, silence becomes a rational choice. Confidence paradoxically contributes as well. Secure individuals feel less need to fill silence. They do not equate quiet moments with social failure. Comfort with pauses reflects internal stability rather than discomfort. Trust dynamics also emerge. When intelligent individuals speak selectively, their words often carry greater weight. Others learn that when they contribute, it is considered. Silence therefore preserves credibility. Curiosity shapes this behavior too. Curious minds seek understanding before expression. Listening becomes exploration, speaking becomes synthesis. Silence bridges these phases. However, this pattern presents challenges. Quiet individuals may be overlooked in environments that reward visibility. Their ideas may remain unspoken. Understanding this dynamic allows intentional expression without abandoning authenticity. For observers, perception shifts are valuable. Silence does not necessarily indicate disengagement or lack of knowledge. It may signal processing, observation, or emotional awareness. Interpreting silence generously opens space for diverse communication styles. Ultimately, the question is not why intelligent people stay silent. It is what their silence contains. Within that quiet space exists analysis, imagination, evaluation, and emotional attunement, a landscape rarely visible yet deeply active. Speech reveals conclusions. Silence often hosts their formation. Perhaps intelligence does not always seek the spotlight. Perhaps it prefers the vantage point of observation, where understanding precedes expression, where listening becomes learning, where pauses allow thought to mature. And when such individuals do speak, their words often carry the weight of everything that was silently considered. This has been The Silent Mind, where silence reveals what noise cannot.